This year's Kingston WritersFest runs from September 25th to the 29th and features an exciting lineup of authors, workshops, and culinary experiences in all literary genres, all at an exciting new location. To tell us more about it, I'm joined by Tricia Knowles, the Director of Marketing at Kingston WritersFest. Welcome, Tricia.
Hi, April. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. I want to ask you, let's get started with, what is Kingston WritersFest?
Kingston WritersFest is a festival for readers and writers. It's not just for writers. And we present events, on-stage events, and some multidisciplinary events that feature authors from across Canada. So a lot of local authors, a lot of folks from Ontario, and folks from Nova Scotia to BC, so coast to coast. It runs from the 25th to the 29th of September, so technically 5 days, although the first day is just an opening night kind of event. And we have 25 events over the course of those 5 days with over 50 authors on stage in conversation. So they read from their books a little bit, but mostly it's a conversation that takes place around the topics and the themes that are in the books. And often authors will be paired with each other to stimulate some more engaging dialogue around those topics and the issues that everyone's talking about right now.
Let's talk about the new location this year. I hear it's very exciting.
It's incredible. We've been at the Holiday Inn for 15 years, so it's a little bittersweet because it was home to the festival. But the artistic director, Era McCauley, had this vision of really trying to bring community together. We didn't see the numbers as large, I guess, returning to the festival after the pandemic, and realizing that all those pivots we were forced to take through the pandemic really led us back to coming together and congregating to join. And again, conversations don't just happen on the stage. They happen once the event is over and people of all generations are talking about these books and the authors and the themes that they're discussing. So in moving to the screening room, we have this beautiful location, this gorgeous, renovated, fully accessible theater with a parking lot right in the back. So I know parking's always an issue for folks downtown, so it's nice to have that parking garage right behind the screening room just off of Princess Street where you can enter directly from the parking lot, which is great. And this intimate venue, it's just over 100 people in the Cameo Theater at the screening room. So it really allows people to come together as community and celebrate Canadian literature.
And so is WritersFest just for adults?
Some of the events are definitely skewed adult, but we're always open to folks bringing. I have a 13-year-old daughter and she'll come to a few events, but she might not come to my interview. You know, the morning after is a book of secret sex. So it's this amazing anthology of short stories from renowned prize-winning Canadian authors who have written steamier stories, but you don't know who wrote what. So it was their opportunity to write this without anyone knowing what they were writing or who they were. So I might not bring my daughter to that event, but it's really great. Most of the onstage events are really open to all ages, but we specifically have programming for elementary school students called Authors at School. And we take authors right into the elementary schools for that. And then on the Thursday morning of the festival, we host a festival field trip where we bus a lot of high school students to the festival for those events. But if you have a high school student as a child and you want them to attend the event, or they see something that they want to go to and they get permission to cut school to go to the event, they're more than welcome to attend that. They don't have to be with their school. But
can we talk a little bit more about the authors that are coming? Can you mention a few of the authors that it will be exciting to hear about and see?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this panel that I was talking about. Danny Ramadan is opening the festival, which is just such an incredible memoir. It's a queer Syrian refugee memoir. So he's opening the festival on the Wednesday night. And I've been at events from Nova Scotia to Vancouver throughout the course of the summer, and every bookstore or festival that I've gone to that's been featuring his book, you know, you see the table of the stacks of books from all the authors.
Yeah.
his is only ever like 1 or 2 copies amongst all these stacks of books. So I'm really excited for opening night. I think that's going to be great. Tanya Talaga, the author of 7 Fallen Feathers, an Anishinaabe author, prize-winning journalist, also delivered the CBC Massey Lectures a few years ago, has a brand new book called The Knowing, and that's on Canada's real history. And so we're going to take her event off-site from the screening room and present that at Market Square Hotel. It used to be the 4 Points right near Market Square, and we'll do a special event with her on the Friday night, which I'm delighted to have her. And it's sponsored by Lodgepole Arts, which is just a wonderful alliance of folks trying to engage more Indigenous artists in the area and throughout Canada.
I want to talk about your website. I went on the website and I went, it has everything.
It's a good site.
So it not only has the guide to what is happening every day, the authors, the locations. What else does it have on the website?
Oh, it's so great. I love that you mentioned that because our old website was such a hot mess. It was really old, and over 15 years, pages get added and added. And so we built a brand new site for this year, and it's really exciting to see all of the events listed, so you can go in and look at all the event descriptions. You can link right directly to the authors from the event descriptions. If you're interested in volunteering with the festival, that's where you go to put in all your information and your availability. We're still accepting volunteers for this year's festival right up until early next week, so that's really easy to do. Folks who want to support the festival, we have a good handful of authors, like MG Fasanji is still available as an author patron, who's like a wildly renowned award-winning author. I'm a little surprised he didn't get scooped up so far, but if you want to sponsor an author and meet them and get your book signed and have your photo taken and kind of get a little bit of VIP treatment at the festival, that's the best way to do it. So all the information is on there as well.
And there's also a reader's list as well, a place, a guide, where else to go when you're in Kingston. So that is very, very exciting. I wish you all the best. I know it will be a good event. Thank you very much for coming, Tricia.
Thanks for having me.